All male, all female. 1 male, 2 female. 2 female, 1 male.
Are you talking about your fantasies?
Yeah. Yeah. Is there another way?
Well, you could have like...
Dog.
if that's what floats your boat.
Horse. 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh.
Threesome. No. They're
No,
4.
I'm talking about like the different positions that
Oh.
you could have a threesome in, and I was just thinking of either a mix of male and female.
2 guys, 1 rolling pin.
Oh. I don't like the sound of that.
I was beating my meat with a rolling pin the other day.
Oh, what meat?
Sausage. It was
Really?
steak. But I did it.
Was it rump steak?
It was ribeye. I was hitting it with the rolling pin to tenderise it, and then I wrapped it in. I think you meant to wrap it in cling film first,
Yeah.
but I did it in foil.
Oh.
And so the foil split, and I realised I got the raw meat on it. So then I was just like washing the rolling pin in the sink like that. I thought, to put that down.
Before we begin, you've got a hair that.
He's got many.
Yeah, but no, there's one that I won't be able to get over.
Is it like loose hair?
It's coming out. Yeah, it's like a loose hair that's kind of caught on your beard. I think you might have got it. It was shining in the light.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
And it looked like you had one really long hair out the side of your face.
Maybe I do.
It's better now.
Cool.
I found a massive hair like that on my chin. I had to pull it out. It was awesome.
Random hairs.
Yeah.
Anyway, hairs.
Yeah.
We're gathered here
Are we
today.
recording?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Sorry.
I didn't realise.
Do you need pen and paper?
You will need pen and paper because we are going to play.
I'll let you finish your sermon. Sorry.
Oh my, yeah. We're going to play. It's the return of Come On Phil the Cum Noise.
Woo!
We have 10 questions. There was a woo.
Woo!
10 unique orgasms.
I can find you something to lean on.
Look at that book that Rose has, Farren. Business Anal.
That's how you get ahead in the business world.
I have things to lean on if you need them.
I'm good. What, like in The Running Man, where Arlie leans on that guy's back when he's signing and stabs him through the back.
Yes. Yes, just lean on me.
Yeah. When you're not strong.
So it's probably been like about half a year since we last played this.
Really?
Yeah, bloody hell.
Probably.
Last time was with you and Hannah.
We have 10 questions. I'm going to, for anyone who's not familiar with the game, I'll be surprised if there is a person who's listened to the podcast and isn't familiar with the game, because it's our trademarked game.
Yeah.
Is it actually trademarked?
No.
You know you can do that.
I might do.
The last time
I
we
forgot
played
how
this,
to count.
last time we played this game, I think was before I went to Japan, which was in November.
And then
So
we
it's
talked
like
about Japan for
forever.
Yeah.
7 months it must be.
I thought because you've not been recording here. You've been recording.
We've done a couple at mine, haven't we?
Yeah, they were delightful.
We showed them on their way. We successfully recorded a podcast at my house.
Yeah.
You brought round your laptop again, and the sound card didn't work.
Something didn't work.
Yeah.
Turned out to be a driver, didn't
Yeah.
work. So we actually talked. We did an off the record or live podcast.
The lost.
It's
Farren,
not a live podcast if you're not broadcasting.
It's Farren and Ben, the lost conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, we did a live cast to your cat.
Yeah.
Live cat.
Yeah.
Podcast. For anyone who's not familiar with the game, it will be the sound of 10 cum noises. Coin noises.
Coin noises. Dropping coins.
What is this?
5p.
Yeah. Rockstar screams and their orgasm noises.
Yeah.
Do we do the song and the singer?
Yes.
Yes. Point for each,
can it
isn't
be singer or band?
Yeah, you get a point for the song and a point for the artist, and that artist can either be the band or the singer. So let's say if you said Freddie Mercury and it was a Queen song, that would be correct.
Okay.
You're better off going for the singer, because if you said Queen and it was a solo Freddie Mercury, I don't know if you get the point.
I think I'd be lenient on that.
Okay.
Unless you were randomly calling me a Queen.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me.
You sucked him off.
No, Elton John live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, talking of Queen. When the England game was on Saturday last week,
Yeah.
I was at home. Because it was a humid evening, I had the front windows open.
Yeah.
That's not a euphemism or anything.
Wait.
And I saw, like, down the side street near me, I saw like a party van, basically like a mobile disco and bouncy castle van go
cool.
down and all that, like just down it's like a dead end road. So yeah, I saw that go down and I heard all this music, so I thought, oh, well, they're having a party for the England game. I noticed some other people.
Did you see Elton go down?
No, I was blindfolded. But Basically, I heard like the noise. I couldn't really hear because I had the Inga game on. I turned down the volume or something because I think I heard a song. And I was like, oh, that's an Elton song. Like, oh, that's cool. And I think there was another one, and I was like,
Oh, just playing
I was
like the best of.
well, yeah, but I was like, hang on a sec, he's playing live at Grace Road Cricket Ground, which is just the other side of Alston
shit.
Meadows from me. But I didn't realise where it was. I thought Grace Road, I was getting confused with Obi Racecourse. So I was thinking, that's miles away, I wouldn't hear that. And I looked up Grace Road and I realised how near, it was only like a mile as the crow flies from me. And it was a like windless night. I could hear it, crystal clear.
Crazy.
And like I said, his vocals, because his vocals are so muffled nowadays.
You say crystal clear.
Yeah.
It is crystal clear. You just think
it
it's...
away.
Yeah.
Don't look at it like it's gone. So that's just his voice.
Rocket Man.
Yeah. So I could hear the whole thing. So I muted the football and listened to Elton while I was watching the football. You could hear the whole thing. But what I was upset, I started listening at 9, thinking, oh, he must have just come on, or maybe 8:30. I've still got a good hour left. He finished at 9:30. But someone I knew was at the gig said he started like really early, like 8 or something, or maybe 7:30. So I missed Tiny Dancer, which is like I like a lot of his songs. But that was the one I wanted to go. And then Rach said, oh, it's on the next night. She was away. She said, it's on Sunday night as well. So I think, right, I'm going to listen again. Completely forgot. So I was gutted. But I got to hear Crocodile Rock, which is good. I got to hear Candle in the Wind.
I don't like that one. It's too depressing.
It's good, though.
Candle in the Minge.
Yeah.
That's also depressing.
Yeah.
It's painful.
Yeah.
Depends which way round.
Fire hazard.
Yeah. So he
I
did...
thought he was playing at the football ground.
That's Grace Road Cricket Ground.
I know where that is. I just didn't realise that they would actually do something like that there.
I wonder how expensive tickets were.
I'll find out.
Were they like 50 quid?
Probably.
I swear they were like 50 quid.
That's not bad considering how legendary it is.
Yeah. But
Why would he play a cricket ground though? That's stupid. If
It's
Kasabian can play at Leicester City
Elton
football
John,
ground.
like, he's probably more civilised than he says. More cricket. A helicopter went up at 9:30, and I heard him finish. I thought I would do an encore, and then I saw a helicopter go up, and I was like, "What's that?" And I looked up the night before he did a gig in Lincolnshire, and he left by helicopter. So that was him leaving. So what I must have heard was like a half an hour encore. I'm gutted I didn't hear Tiny Dancer.
You just have to wait till he next does a gig at a cricket ground in a place
yeah.
near you.
Yeah.
Do you remember that song he did where Robert Downey Jr. was in the music video?
What song was that?
It was called I Want Love.
Oh, okay.
It was, I want love. That was it. It's a perfect rendition.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I heard
Sounds a bit shit, really.
Saturday Night's Right for Fighting.
Yeah, I like that one. My favourite is probably like Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
That is a brilliant
awesome
song. That is a brilliant. There's a song
That's
called.
A bit depressing.
My dad's favourite is, you know, the Ballad of Danny Bailey. It's on the Yellow Brick Road album, and
Probably
it's like an album track about a gangster who gets killed.
My mum used to listen to that album a lot when I was younger.
It's Funeral for a Friend. Is that the name of the first track on it?
It's like 10 minutes long, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And which is probably what the band Funeral for a Friend were named after.
It's a really good song. I think that's the first track, isn't it?
I like I'm Still Standing because it's probably about the fact that you can't sit down.
You are naughty. Anyway, we're going to play this game or what?
Yeah, we're going to play this game.
Do you have Surgeon Simulator?
Yes. You can get it on PS4 as well.
Do you just cut up bodies?
Yep.
It's really difficult though. The controls are really awkward.
Is it like
so you just
Operation?
end up like you end up with like a simulated hand, and you like pick up someone's heart, and then your watch falls off into the the
Really?
cavity, and then you just throw the heart on the floor.
The idea is
gross.
you could take it really seriously, but when it goes wrong, it's so funny that you just can't help making it worse and worse.
Instead of like slapping them around the face.
Punch the stomach or something.
Well, basically, you can just like literally slap their face.
And then like all these blood splats come out of it. It's kind of gross, but awesome.
And then if you go to anaesthetise them and you get yourself, your vision goes blurry.
Wow, that's brilliant. No, not like, oh, I'm going to get someone else to do surgery, so I'm going to carry on. Fuck it.
Okay, first noise. So we started with an easy one.
I can't remember the name of the song.
You can.
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much like if I was to say to anyone, name the most famous Bee Gees song.
Oh, is it the Bee Gees, is it?
Oh, fuck.
Did you already know that?
Of course I knew that, yeah.
Oh, I remember it now.
Did my clue help?
Well, no, because I already knew it was the Bee Gees.
Do I get a third point for the film that it's from?
No.
Okay.
Next one. So that was number 1. Number 2.
Number 2. I know that whichever song I'll put down, it's going to be the other one.
That sounds more like a horrific shit than an orgasm noise.
have no idea what that is.
That's someone who's like been in prison for like
Yeah.
like 20 years and had a chance to like offload.
No, that's someone who's had their asshole gaffer taped for 3 days, and then someone just rips it off suddenly, and all this shit just drops.
Oh my god, that's awful.
So it pulls off the hairs, and all the shit comes
man.
out too.
What did we have? Oh no.
What were you gonna say?
Did we have a conversation about you having a conversation about someone like shaving their asshole?
Oh yeah, someone at work talking about shaving their asshole. I don't know if he'd want me to talk about that. But,
Well, if you knew that someone was gonna like gaffer tape up your bum hole, wouldn't you shave it first though? Just saying.
well, no, it'd save
Wouldn't it-
time to just.
Wouldn't the hairs give more purchase for the gaffer tape if you kept them on?
Yeah.
Like grit, there's less
Yeah,
sweat
but then
and more
it'd be
grit.
like, I don't know, it would come off easier. It wouldn't hurt as much, I think. If it
Yeah, but it's more about
already
keeping it on
there.
gaffer tape.
No, but what if you didn't want them to do it?
I've got a slightly
You
gaffer
do
tape.
everything. You've got a slightly gaffer taped
relate-
asshole.
Yeah. yeah.
Only slightly.
Yeah.
Ewan did one half of it.
Yeah. One half. So my poo comes out like one of those Play-Doh semicircle things that you push it through.
Same consistency.
Yeah. Different taste. Getting on to my gaff tape story, my dad,
Whoa.
the other day, he'll be happy I mentioned this, it's on his Facebook, basically, he does loads of DIY, and
It's on his face.
he was doing some DIY. We have an ongoing family joke that whenever he does DIY, he'll injure himself to some extent, or like he'll knock his head and have a little cut, or, you know.
Like what most dads
Yeah.
do when they do DIY.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't prolapse, did he?
He did not this time, no. Thank God, yeah, he's kind of grown out of that. He gaffer taped, so that's why he stopped the prolapse by gaffer. But he was doing some DIY with an axe,
As you do.
and yeah, I think he was chopping down some trees or something in the garden, or doing some branches. I'm lazy. If I was to buy an axe, I'd just buy an axe, use it a few times, and that'd be it. He sharpens it,
Okay.
and he sharpened it so much that he got a piece of paper and it sliced through the paper,
That's
and then he put it on the side and it dropped and went through his foot.
Fuck.
And he bought brand new trainers that he ruined. Obviously, went straight through it. And he
not the trainers.
Yeah, apparently when he went to the doctors, they said, "Oh, at least you're wearing some old battered trainers." Like, they're fucking brand new. But he had to take the shit off, and the blood was going everywhere. And they put a bandage on. And they used gaffer tape. Like he used gaffer tape on it to tighten round. And apparently when he got there, the nurse was like, "It's a really good idea." And we always have a joke, me and my dad, about gaffer tape solving everyone's problems.
Yeah.
Solving like on the Apollo 13, they use gaffer tape on that air filter they have to use and all that.
Yeah.
And gaffer tape's always the thing in Aliens. She uses gaffer tape to sellotape to gaffer tape the flamethrower and the pulse rifle together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all that. It's always that. But yeah, he used gaffer tape on his foot, and they said it held it really tight together. But yeah, he did that, and the blood went everywhere.
Actually, like chop his toes off.
No, it went through like here, but it went right in.
What, so just above the toes?
It went like, I think it was through here. It might have been this side actually. I think it was through the arch bit, but it went right through, and like they thought he'd cut an artery at first and all that.
Oh,
but
no, man.
he'd like proper done himself in. But yeah, gaffer tape.
So
Gaffer tape is awesome.
Yeah.
it's a lovely little story about your dad's axe wound.
Yeah, that's what yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Next song.
Yeah.
What the shit was that?
That does sound more like being penetrated than penetrating someone.
Man, I have no idea.
Because we're now 4
thought you
games in,
Yeah.
these are the more obscure noises.
I thought you would have got the second one.
No, man.
You assume that because it's heavy.
Yeah, I just would have thought. I suppose you're younger than us, though.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Oh. I thought you were like my age.
How old are you? I know you shouldn't ask a lady.
25.
Oh, thank you.
It's okay,
Good
no
name.
lady.
Next one.
Yeah. Sorry, that sounded really aggressive. Yeah, fucking next one. Come on. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, but
In retrospect, this is probably the most difficult version of this game I've made.
Obscure. Like the first one was super easy, and now I'm just completely lost.
What was that? Number 4?
4, yeah.
I mean, they are all artists that you've heard of before. There's no, like Jimmy Bob
random-
Joe McJones 9000.
Oh, I love him! Didn't he do like Hey Ya?
Yeah, that was it.
What, Andre 3000?
What was it? Jimmy Bob Joe Jones?
Joe Jones.
Joe Jones.
Joe
Oh, sorry,
Jones.
sorry. Disrespect to the Joe Jones.
And his classic song, Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
Next one.
Mm-hmm.
You both look in a bit of pain.
I vaguely recognise that, but it's gone. I don't like you anymore. This is too difficult.
I know you both have heard that song at some point in your lifetime. I think you've both even said that you like that song.
Was it Elton John?
Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
So what's that? That was number 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 6?
Mm.
Sounds like a glorious orgasm.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of these wrong.
I'm not even writing anything down. I just have no idea.
Don't you normally aim to get at least 50% of them right?
Yeah.
Do you think you're getting it so far?
No.
I've got 2 out of 6 that I think I've got full marks for.
Mm.
I know that I've got like 1.
Okay, so number 7.
Oh, right. I know that.
I'm gonna have a guess.
There's 2 names of... There's 2... You know the name of the song, right?
Mm.
For that one. Have they got... Oh, yeah, you can't answer. So I think they've got another song that's got a similar name.
I think they do.
And I can't remember which one it is. I know, again, whichever one I put, it's going to be the wrong one.
Why don't you put them both down
I can't.
and then just say them both?
Number 8.
I don't like this game anymore. I think I know that one. Just because of how awful it is. God, it really... That doesn't even sound like coming. That sounds like being fucked in the ass whilst having your throat slit.
Oh, that's my favourite. Oh, so that, number 9.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey!
Yeah.
I know that. How weird.
Yeah, that's like half a second.
Yeah. That's cool that we can recognise that from that.
Number 10.
Yeah.
Last one. This is a great game. I should play this at like parties and stuff.
Should we do like a marathon session for your birthday?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Problem is, I can't play, and neither can you, neither can Ben.
Why?
Because you've already played it. All
Well,
before.
I could make one, and then you could play it, and I could
Really?
get everyone else to play it.
Have I not mined every possible song yet?
I have some. I mean, I listen to death metal. I'm sure I can
that's
find
true.
some really good
I
ones.
already have 5 set up for the next one. Next time I do one.
Man, I only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things out of 20 down.
Okay, the answers.
I think I've got 9 out of 20, but
Well,
I could
I've
be
only-
pushing it.
I've only written 7, and I'm pretty sure I got half of those wrong.
So for the answers, we'll hear each one again and be given the
Okay.
answer afterwards.
As previously mentioned, that is the Bee Gees.
Yep.
Staying Alive. Do you watch Sherlock?
Yes.
When Moriarty, when that ringtone comes on in the swimming pool. Fucking brilliant.
I thought that interpretation of Moriarty was really good.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
My mate really didn't like it, but I loved it. I thought it was perfect. Jim
I-
Moriarty, hi.
I really liked it.
So yeah, that was Staying Alive.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Next one.
Yeah. Right.
I'm guessing.
That's gaffer tape just rips off.
I'm making a last minute guess
Go on.
there. I'm guessing Slipknot.
No. Deftones.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is it? I've put Hexagram, but I wasn't sure if it was Minerva or Hexagram.
It was Hexagram.
Yes. It's off their album, the Deftones,
Yeah.
which is their 3rd or 4th album.
I think it's 4th.
It's got a skull on the front with roses around it.
Does.
I don't know if I've ever listened to it.
Okay.
So, who's that?
I know for sheer production values it's not, but I've put John Frusciante. I did put Steve Tyler and I crossed it out.
Okay.
I have no idea. I didn't write anything down.
That is James Brown.
Oh, shit.
Get Up Off of That Thing.
Ah.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that.
What?
You would have heard the song.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Get up, that one.
Do you know he supported the Chili Peppers one time?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they saw it as like,
An honour.
yeah, a massive honour that they were supported by James Brown.
Yeah, you would do.
I mean, I've heard of James Brown, but I don't think I've ever actually heard that song.
Oh. You must know some of his stuff. Living in America. Living in America.
Sex Machine.
Yeah.
It's a Man's
You're
World.
beautiful. Oh, that's James Blunt.
Yeah. It's a Man's World.
Was that him?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a man's world.
So that was number 3.
Yeah.
So number 4.
Chris Cornell.
Yes.
Is it?
Oh,
Fucking yes. That was pure guess because of his voice.
Mm.
I don't know what the song is.
I'll put Led Zeppelin.
I saw you write Led Zeppelin, and I've been campaigning for years that Chris Cornell and Audioslave in general sound like a new age Led Zeppelin.
They got that riff-tasticness going on.
Yeah.
It just sounded, like a bit echoey and a bit kind of ethereal, and I think a lot of Led Zeppelin stuff sounds like that.
There's also, have you heard a song called The Ocean by Led Zeppelin?
No.
It's the riff goes do 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 do, and it sounds like do 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 do.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, very similar. 1 point.
And the song was called Mission.
I put Murder Dolls.
Murder Dolls?
Yeah, but it's not, is it?
I've just made a last minute guess, and it's probably going to be wrong, but is it Black Betty by Ramjan?
No. It's got the word black in it though.
What is it?
Black Shuck by The Darkness.
Bugger. Is that the first track off?
First track off the first album.
Bugger.
Damn.
Because I think you both like that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it, yeah.
So that was number 5. Number 6. Ben's made a last minute change. And a little gurgle noise.
I'm just writing random things down in the hopes that somewhere in my unconscious mind it's been pushed through. I said unconscious instead of subconscious. Damn me.
I enjoy an unconscious mind as well.
I originally put Editors, but I crossed it out.
Okay.
I put Morrissey.
It's neither. You're closer with the era on Morrissey.
Robert Smith?
No.
Fuck.
It's Aha.
Ah,
Is it?
Scoundrel Days.
okay.
That's not one of my most liked
It's one of my most
songs.
liked.
Well, clearly we have issues.
There's a thing about Aha in a sketch. I'll show this. There's a Scottish sketch show guy called Limmy. Limmy Show. It's him and his mate who are both into their metal. They got like Slipknot or like metal t-shirts all in their metal and all that. And one of them puts on an Aha song and goes, I've got this new thing, it's Aha. It's like, no, I'm not listening to that. And like puts on this song, it's like, this is pathetic, like, and all of a sudden a bit kicks in the song and he's like, this is Aha. It's like, yeah, he goes, it's beautiful. And they sit there listening to it and start headbanging to it.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Next one is number
7.
fucking guitar?
Acoustic guitar and vocals.
Do you not have any guesses?
Well, I have 2 guesses,
Pick one.
but I don't know which one to pick.
Put them both. If you get either of them right, you can have a point. That's his game.
What?
Just making up the rules.
I didn't agree to that. You got to pick one. Pick your entry.
Oh, fuck.
Pick
Pick
your entry.
your entry.
Is it Tenacious D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm fucked for that.
That's a good last minute clue.
Yeah.
Pick.
It was
Pick
already,
your destiny.
It was already on my thing.
Oh, yeah. Surge was the other one.
I knew Surge would be the other one because it sounds like... Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going for the song Master Exploder.
Yes.
The other one I was thinking, they got a song called Explosivo, but I put Master Exploder.
It's Master Exploder.
Okay.
No, I don't know them well enough to know something.
And that's the song that they fight the devil with, isn't it? In the film. They fight Dave Grohl.
No, they don't, actually. That's the song where they're like, aren't they in some sort of club or something?
Yeah.
And it's in his dream that they do an awesome gig. And that's how they start.
What's the song at the end of when they fight the devil?
Oh, that's called Beelzebub.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which is like a 10-minute epic with Dave Grohl in it,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's Dave Grohl as the devil.
Mm.
He's the devil in Tribute as well.
In the music video as well.
Yeah.
He makes a good devil, I think.
Mm.
He's got the right kind of teeth.
Yeah.
He has really recognisable teeth.
Yeah, he does.
Mm. You can just see the start of the Best of You video with his
Yeah.
face in the microphone and his teeth just about to eat it.
Yeah. He shouldn't be fit, but he is.
Well, I don't think so.
Don't you think so?
No.
He's hot.
We're double teaming. Double team, name of a Tenacious D song. Next one, number 8.
Yep. How comes he never has the neighbours banging on the door?
Yeah.
Is that John Frusciante?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what the song is.
Oh.
Is it off PBX Funicular, whatever?
No, this is old school. I think it's off Smile Off the Streets You...
Smile from the Streets You Hold.
That's
The
it.
Heroin album.
It's the Heroin album it's from. So,
Nice.
so it's the...
It's in the album he released just for heroin money.
Yeah. Did either of you put a track name?
No.
No.
But you both put John Frusciante.
Yeah.
Number 9.
You can say this.
That's Hey Ya by Outkast.
Yeah.
Billy Bob Joe Jones.
Billy Bob Joe Jones, 9000.
What was it? Big Boy and Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andre Benjamin.
That's it. Didn't he play...
Hendrix in the film.
He played Hendrix in the
And
film.
apparently it's a really inaccurate film because it shows Hendrix beating up his girlfriend, and apparently that never happened.
Wow.
And even his girlfriend said like that never happened. Like, and they just made like apparently him flying into a rage and hitting her and stuff. Apparently he's happened in the film, and apparently that's all bullshit.
Oh. Why would you choose to put that in if you're
I
making...
know.
Surely you're
Makes
making...
it
More dramatic and edgy because beating up women is dramatic and edgy.
Surely
But it's
the
okay
people
if
who
you're
would
a very
want
good
to...
guitarist.
People
Yeah.
who would want to make a Hendrix film would want to make something that makes him look awesome.
Yeah, you think. But apparently that's what the Hendrix camp are dispute, like, you know, denying it. As I'm pretty sure I read that the girl who is meant to portray spoke up and said that never happened.
Mm. If I wanted to make a film about someone, it would have to be someone I like enough to bother make a film, and I wouldn't want to paint him in a bad light and just make up shit.
Didn't everyone hit women in those days though?
I don't remember.
It was cool back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Because Sacha Baron Cohen pulled out of the Freddie Mercury...
Isla Fisher.
Yeah, pulled out of Isla Fisher. And it's on the internet, it's a glorious video. He pulled out the Freddie Mercury movie.
Pulled out Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Because he wanted to do a realistic portrayal, and they wanted to do a very positive portrayal, not HIV positive portrayal. They basically wanted it to be a celebration, and he wanted it to be a realistic, gritty biography. And they couldn't agree.
What were they going to gloss over?
I don't know. It wasn't said.
Because I didn't picture him to be a particularly bad guy as such.
No, I didn't. But I guess maybe they just didn't want to show the depressing side of it. Sacha Baron Cohen was seeing it as this was going to be his sort of Oscar chance. Or something.
He could really pull off Freddie Mercury. He's got that look that I think he could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
play that role.
and he can sing, and he didn't want to do it as a comedy
Yeah,
thing. He wanted to do it as
serious.
yeah. Anyway, last one.
I recognise that
I
guitar.
know it, but I just don't know it.
I put John Frusciante and crossed it out.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is it Frusciante?
No.
What is it?
It's Biffy Clyro.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What album's that off? Opposites?
I think it's the second or the third album.
No.
So it's older Biffy.
It's going to be Infinity Land, isn't it?
There's no such thing as a jaggy snake.
Yeah, I think that's off Infinity Land.
Yeah.
What a
Bugger.
stupid name.
Yeah,
for
that was
a song.
that was a big single off of it, I think.
Yeah, but like the edited version of it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a jaggy snake?
No.
Is it like a euphemism for a penis or something?
Well, isn't like the song after it called "There's No Such Thing as a Crasp"?
It's called A Man Called Crasp or something like that, or
There's weird stuff on their
Yeah.
earlier albums.
I think it's called like A Man Called Crasp or something.
Mm.
That was
Black and
their
Sky isn't that weird? Black and Sky isn't
Yeah, Black and Sky was their first album. Then they did Vertigo Bliss, which is in the same vein as Black and Sky.
Yeah,
Mm.
because I
And
used to
then-
be into them at that
Oh,
period
okay.
in time.
So I know what Patro was, but I never got into them properly till like more recently. But I listened back, and that Infinity Land album I really like. 'Cause it's very different from their early stuff and their late stuff. It's like a transition album, but it's not really like any of them.
No, it's quite experimental, isn't
And
it?
it's one of those albums that like I think as a whole album it's really good, but there's not really a standout track.
No.
It's just a very good album.
Mm.
It's very very
They'll
strange.
never make an album like that again, will
No,
they?
no.
I think the guy in Biffy Clyro is hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Simon Neil.
Mm.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
tattoos.
Someone mentioned to me, guy Pete, who I was saying should come on,
Mm.
was saying about it's really good how I didn't really think about it. So he said that they're recognisable because whenever they play live gigs, they never wear tops. They're always topless.
Yeah.
And I never thought of that as part of their image. I look back and I thought every time they've played live, they're topless,
Yeah.
and it's so simple. And
Yeah,
he was
there's
right.
another band that done that very popular.
Chili Peppers,
Yeah.
yeah. But they also did it completely bollock naked a lot as well. Didn't
Yeah,
they?
just
or
with
wearing
socks.
kilts or something.
They
Which Skip
men-
Biffy should do.
They mentioned that in their carpool karaoke thing.
Oh, did they?
actually. Yeah. They started about talking about going topless, and they said, "Oh, we could just go socks." Like the old days.
Yeah.
Count up your points.
I got 5 out of 20.
9. Still not 50%.
Just under
Oh, hang on. No, 10.
50%.
Yeah. Got John Shanti right. I forgot that one.
Fuck you, Ben.
I'm probably going to have to leave it like 1.
We could just talk shit for 20 minutes.
Diarrhea.
Yum.
Shall I show you what the sandwich thing was?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm kind of oddly intrigued by it.
It's another thing that I've done with my work friends. So we get free sandwiches every Tuesday, and we're obsessed with this. We talk about it for most of the day and a lot of the following day when we get extra leftover sandwiches. Basically what they do is they buy loads of sandwiches, enough for every person in the company, but not everyone takes a sandwich. So I often get seconds and thirds.
Anyone would think I didn't feed you.
I just love free food. Anytime there's any kind of free food going, everyone looks at me and expects me to run for it, which does happen sometimes. But what we did, we kept talking about the sandwiches, and I came up with the idea for something that I've seen some people do, is take a sandwich and then take a second sandwich, put it in a carrier bag, and like, hide it at the back of the fridge. And they're basically making sure that no one gets this second sandwich, so they're guaranteeing themselves a second sandwich, which we think it goes against the rules. We don't think that's right.
Is it you should eat it one and then wait for everyone further around, then go for more if there's more?
Well, the general rule is you start having sandwiches from 12.
It's like a whole sandwich.
It's just like a packet sandwich if you were to go and buy a packet one from
Yeah, I get you.
from like a news
Oh, that's it. I thought you meant like little triangle slices. So it's like
No,
it's different taking a couple of them to like.
No, they're in a packet and you're meant to take one.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah.
What, so they're going up at the start of the free sandwich session
Taking 2.
and taking 2 of
Yeah.
their specific choices and hiding one?
Yeah,
No, that's not.
that's not cool. I mean, we say the rule is, at 12 you get your sandwich.
Yeah.
If it goes past 3 p.m, that's when you're into second sandwich
Anything
territory.
goes.
Yeah.
Anything goes after 3.
Yeah.
So because then everyone's done their lunch, and that's when you can start taking your last break of the day after 3. So it makes sense that that's when it's fair game.
Yeah.
But if you find someone that's hidden a sandwich and you eat that sandwich so that they can't, that's a justice sandwich. I think that was one of the first ones we coined.
Okay.
But then, can you eat? What do you eat their sandwich after 3, or can you go in and get it straight away?
That's going in at like, let's say 3, or even any time the next day and finding one that someone's deliberately hidden, and you eat it to teach them a lesson. That's the justice.
Have you guys done
sandwich.
that?
Oh, I've done that.
Do people at your work listen to this? Because the jig is going to be up.
No, we talk about this like
Do you know what
openly.
You should do. You should go in when you see them hide it. Just when they move away, just quickly go in and put it back in the pile with the others.
Yeah, I've thought about that.
That would be more justice-y than just eating it.
But
'cause
that way,
that's still...
Farren doesn't get sandwiched too.
Yeah. So there's that one. I think one of the other early ones we came up with was the team sandwich, which is let's say
I've
you're
been in one of those before.
let's say you're I was to go and grab a sandwich on my last break, a second sandwich, and I go downstairs and my friend Lawrence doesn't have one, and you share the sandwich. That's a team sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
But you're only allowed to share it within the team. You can't just share it with like tramp on the street.
No, that would.
Do you have a tramp sandwich?
No, we would come up with a whole new name for that.
Oh.
But you see where it kind of starts to escalate.
Yeah.
You come up with a few that make sense. It escalated quite heavily from there on. So I thought I would send myself the list, which I can read to you, of the sandwich types. So at the top we've got justice sandwich, and it says a sandwich deliberately hidden from view that you find and eat.
So created by...
It says created by
Hungry Farren Perkins.
Yeah. So we credited who came up with that.
Okay.
So the next one we've got on here is, I came up with the Justice League, which is an array of different justice sandwiches.
What, so if someone's hidden like 3,
Yeah.
then you just take all 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's and they're all different types, and you're like, that's a Justice League.
It's so stupid.
One time we saw someone had like opened up a sandwich and maybe taken a bite and then closed the packet and chucked it in the bin.
What?
Which is rude.
Mm.
Well, it's wasteful.
Yeah. So if you see one of them and you get it out and eat it, that's a reprisal sandwich.
Why would you do that?
I've never eaten one, just so.
Bullshit.
No, I never had that. But we talked about what
That's
if we.
got A, other people's mouth germs on it, and B, bin infected germs on it.
Yeah. So I've
That's
never.
disgusting.
Honestly,
in the packet though.
I've never eaten one.
I would not. It's tainted. It's infected.
But if you were to, that would be a reprisal sandwich.
Okay.
If you have a big stack of sandwiches, all on top of each other, but the one you want is like near the bottom of that
Jenga
stack,
sandwich.
it's a Jenga sandwich. I'm getting disapproving looks. More despairing looks, I
It's
think.
just.
Oh, then we've got second sandwich, or third sandwich.
Well, that's pretty self-explanatory.
I mean, all of these so far have been created by me, apart from Reprisal was Lawrence.
Was Lawrence very hungry that day?
Yeah.
That's so grim.
The King sandwich.
Was
When
that
you stack
AKA?
2 sandwiches on top of each other and then eat them at the same time, like in drafts or something.
It's chess. It says chess.
It says AKA the chess sandwich.
Oh.
So it's king in that sense. So that's a good sandwich hidden behind an average sandwich, behind a selection of bad sandwiches.
Behind a selection of prawn sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
Prawn.
I like that. In the hopes that the poor sandwiches are sacrificed.
That's good.
Yeah.
So people go for the shit one first and you can get the other one. Do you rearrange it before people get a chance then?
Well, this is just like at some point in the afternoon someone puts loads in the fridge, so they all seem arranged, but you always find that the good ones are hidden at the back.
Like when you go and buy milk in the shop and the longer date ones are at the
Yeah.
back.
That was done by John and Che, came up with that one. Then there's the stealth sandwich, which is a sandwich quickly consumed in the kitchen before another sandwich is taken.
Wolf one down before anyone realises.
Yeah, so basically you go in to get your one sandwich, but what you do is you actually like quickly eat one and then walk out with another one. So people...
Have you done that?
I haven't done that. I stick to the rules. That's against the rules. That's wrong.
Who determines these rules? Are they just general ethic, morality?
Is everyone on these rules or just your little group?
Well, we've agreed like what the general rule should be for the company. You're only meant to take one sandwich.
Oh yes, as director of the company, I can see how you would do that.
Well, we're sticking to the company rules and elaborating on them.
But if it's a Tuesday and the moon is full, then you're not.
So the stealth one was created by John. Then we've got the team sandwich, which is any sort of shared sandwich, created by Lawrence. Then we've got a disrespected sandwich. This did happen. You're
not talking about war atrocities or something.
So this was a sandwich left in a compromising position.
What, like
in someone's arse?
I was going to say with its like bread flaps.
Yeah.
Or something.
Well, this is
At the edge of a table or something.
Someone had basically left a sandwich out in a bowl and just kind of squidged it and bent it over in the bowl and just left it out for a night. And we saw it and we're
Why?
like, we could have eaten that. It's an
Why would you put a
atrocity.
sandwich in a bowl?
Fuck knows.
Maybe they wanted sandwich cereal.
Yeah.
And they couldn't find any milk.
Then there's the neglected sandwich, the last one that no one wants to eat. So it's like they've got vegetable sandwiches.
Last sandwich in
That
the
should be
shop.
like the infected sandwich, not the neglected sandwich. Like the zombie sandwich.
Zombie sandwich.
That's once the mold's set in.
Yeah.
It then
Oh,
becomes
I
a new
like
fla-
that.
Becomes a new flavour.
Yeah.
This is so gross.
There's a fostered sandwich. Sometimes, occasionally, when we have guests in, their Subway gets bought for them.
Oh,
And
like the platters.
yeah, and
Oh.
but they don't eat all of it, so it gets left in the kitchen. So it's a fostered sandwich is a Subway sandwich that has been rehomed after abandoned by the guests.
Would that apply to, say, like, you pick one and you're like, you know what, I don't want this.
And you give it to someone else.
Yeah.
Someone else yeah, I suppose that could apply to that.
It should be a donated sandwich.
Yeah.
Not that I'm trying to fuck up your sandwich rules.
You should call it the one sandwich policy. The one sandwich policy, like, you know, they have the one child policy and child.
Oh yeah, yeah. Compassion sandwich. That's a sandwich given by another when you are late to lunch and no sandwiches are left. So if you save one for someone else.
Okay.
Compassion sandwich. So if you have a sandwich that someone else has taken a bite and then they give to you,
I've just read that.
that's
good.
a second handwich.
You know what? Unless it was like a member of my family, or probably you, I would not eat food that someone else has taken a bite out of.
Hmm.
Not even like from our friends and stuff.
Yeah, I'm like that with most, I'd say. It depends how hungry I am.
I don't think I've ever been so desperate for a sandwich that I would like compromise my
Well, I
We've
clearly
been
have
there.
germ
Been there.
cloud.
I clearly have very strong feelings about sandwiches,
Yeah.
which is why I have this list. Okay, a sandwich where you've eaten the filling and it's gone back to just being bread is an origin sandwich.
Who does that? What kind of monster does that?
So, our receptionist at work does that. That's why we got this name.
You meant to eat, at least leave the filling. Eat the bread and leave the filling until
Why
last.
would you eat the bread?
Just so you're left with more meat. Just raw meat. Not raw meat, but just pure
Oh.
meat. Yeah.
A raw meat sandwich.
If you have a sandwich, this is where we start getting a bit obscure.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But most of these are actual ones that have happened so far.
So these are now hypothetical sandwich situations.
Yes. So a sandwich sort of hidden in the roof is an Anne Frankowitz.
Oh.
That's terrible.
A sandwich that has been poorly cut or made is an Edward Scissorhandwich.
Did someone hide one in the roof, or has that not happened?
That didn't happen. Whereas this one could. You could have a poorly made sandwich. An Edward Scissorhandwich. That was obviously me, that one.
Yeah.
A rogue sandwich is a sandwich found in a non-sandwich location, such as amongst fruit.
Oh, yes. I'm always buying some apples from Asda and then being like, what the fuck's this fucking
Yeah.
sandwich doing in the middle of the apples?
There's an Apocalypse Now sandwich, which is when you come in on a Wednesday morning and love the smell of leftover sandwiches.
Love to smell a sandwich in the morning.
You look in pain.
I kind of am.
A nightcap sandwich, one that you take home and enjoy later.
I know you've done that.
A Lisa Sparks sandwich. Now, yeah, this was another by me. Now, Lisa Sparks holds the record for sleeping with most men in 24-hour period.
Okay.
I believe it's in the region of 900 men.
Okay.
A Lisa Sparks sandwich is a sandwich that has been passed around at least 4 people and is left looking a mess. We've got one that's related to the Justice sandwich. So let's say you were to take the Justice sandwich and replace it with one that is of poorer quality. That's a Raiders of the Lost sandwich. So, you know, it's the kind of thing where he's got the bag of sand and he switches
You
it.
should have called it the bacon sandwich.
Oh, that's
Or
good.
sand switch.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's very good.
I'm very
I'll
good.
be very impressed at work with that one.
You have to tell me it was me. You can't take the credit for that.
This next one's a little complicated. John came up with this one. So the full description isn't there. It's called the Little Low sandwich, which is a sandwich taken from the delivery before it makes it to the kitchen. Now, I was going to call it the premature sandwich, but John went with the Little Low sandwich because that's the nickname for Lolita in the book Lolita.
So taken early.
Yeah.
Oh.
Terrible.
Sandwich hidden in a box is a Metal Gear sandwich.
just any box.
Yep.
Not like a lunch box.
Cardboard box.
Cardboard box, ideally. And that's the most recent one. Any additions other than what's been mentioned?
One you share with a sibling called the inbred sandwich.
Do you have any siblings at your work? I mean, like, are there any...
What of mine?
No.
Not that I know of.
Are there any related people that work together at your work?
There are.
Have they ever shared a sandwich?
Not that I know of, but I can
You have to spy on them.
put this forward and say, do you know you could have an inbred sandwich?
You could hide one in like a filing cabinet and call it like sandwich filing, like sandwich filling.
That's bad.
Sorry.
I'm just
Sorry, guys. What about one that's not been buttered and then you have to go out your way to butter it yourself and you can call it spread dead redemption? Or dead spread redemption. Or not.
If we were to have sandwiches when we did our Biffy episode, it would be the sandwich at the core of our bones.
The infinity sandwich.
Anyone else hungry?
Definitely having a sandwich for lunch now.
Yeah. What type?
Something with avocado maybe?
Mm.
I used to have a
Have you
sandwich.
had a balt sandwich, which is bacon, avocado, lettuce and tomato? Postmodern twist on the
I
classic
have.
BLT.
I'll tell you what I've had. There was a place I used to work at, and around the corner there was a cafe that did one called the Greengrocers, and it was lettuce, tomato, avocado, cream cheese, and cucumber, and I used to throw in bacon, and bacon.
That
So it was a
sounds
Greengrocers,
awesome.
but with bacon, and that worked really well, like crispy bacon on brown bread.
I had an avocado, poached egg and bacon breakfast sandwich the other day, and that was pretty fucking epic, let me tell you.
That's cool. If you ever go to St Martin's Cafe in Leicester,
I've been told to go to this.
St. Martin's Cafe. I think
Is
I've
it
told
in-
you to go there. It's in St Martin's Square.
Yeah.
Like round, literally, you know where Grillstock is?
Yeah, we've been there.
Like round, there's a bike shop. If you go down there, there's opposite the bike shop. It's down.
Okay.
But it's coffee house and tea rooms. But they do food. They do crafty burger in the evening. That's
I've
where
been
Crafty
told
Burger
that
is,
that's
which is
like
making really good.
the most popular burger
Yeah.
place at the moment in Leicester.
But they do like lunchtime and breakfast food there, and they do avocado on toast. They do it with they change it slightly, but it's avocado, a big thick bit of toast with loads of avocado and like rocket. They put chilies. It was like slices of chili on it, and you can have it, and it's got feta as well on it, and they also do it with salmon on top.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's really good. But the avocado one with the feta and the chilies is really nice. They changed it for chili flakes now, but it was like slices of fresh chili,
Yeah.
and that was really nice.
Awesome. What counts as a sandwich? Does a burger still count as a sandwich?
Sort of.
In some way, yeah.
Because it's like bread and filling. Does a sandwich have to have meat in it to be classified as a proper
No.
sandwich?
No.
You can have toasted sandwiches as well.
Is a baguette a sandwich?
Yeah, sort of, in a way. Do you watch Blackadder?
Yes.
I think it's the third one where he goes, "Oh, get me one of those things that Gerald, Earl of Sandwich, did where he got a piece of meat and put it between two
Yeah.
breads." He goes, "Yeah, what he does that?" He goes, "Yeah, get me a couple of rounds of Gerald's."
What about an open sandwich?
What
They
you
do
mean?
exist.
The open sandwich is like when you just don't put the bread on top, so it's basically just a slice of bread with filling
That's in The Simpsons,
on it.
isn't it? Where
Well, no, it is a thing.
they're playing golf. I think Mr. Burns and Homer and all that, and he goes like, "I want the open face club, the sandwich," and Homer goes, "Open face club sandwich."
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're called open sandwiches. I would tend to just call them like toast with stuff on.
yeah.
Right. Was like
Maybe that's because I'm very common.
there's a whole layer missing to it. So what would you
Mm.
call it? It's just like Robbie Williams in the Rock DJ video.
It's just like food on
It's
bread.
got no skin.
Just food on bread, isn't it?
The rock,
Food
the
on
rock
bread.
DJ sandwich.
Yeah. I'll read it away.
Okay, we'll think of you.
Thanks.
We're
We're gonna put the microwave. We're gonna put the microphone right next to the top. I can't believe you're so obsessed with sandwiches. What the fuck, Farren?
Free sandwiches.
It's just so fucking ridiculous. I can't believe you made a list.
I
I
was. It's actually a shared Google Doc.
Oh my god.
I was very careful about who got editing rights on it. They need to respect the list. Do you like how I credited who came up with each one as well?
Yes, it was just to make yourself look good, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, 'cause I was coming up with a lot of good
Yeah.
ones. Metal Gear Sandwich.
That should be like when you eat it and you go, ugh, rotten. Would you like to open a sandwich shop? If I do gothy coffee, you make sandwiches.
No, I'd rather open the Chinese in Hinckley.
Yeah, but that's a slightly racist name. You can't really call
What was he going to call it?
Hinkers Chinkers. Coffee.
That makes sense though, because I can make coffee and I'm gothic.
I probably couldn't make Chinese food.
No, I don't think you could even make rice.
You could call it Farren Pekings. You could open a delicatessen called Perkins Gherkins.
That would actually work well with
Yeah.
a gothy coffee as well.
Yeah.
Like
I can't do any of this. The only sort of shop I'll be able to open is like a CD
like
shop.
a music
Yeah.
vinyl shop or something.
Oh no, not vinyl.
Oh.
It's just CDs.
Would it be a pun on the
Sorry.
CD?
Yeah.
You specialise in like porn music. It'd be CDs, CDs,
Or-
CDs.
Or just
Something like that.
yeah, or just like
You're having a stroke.
basically a shop that sells BDSM gear and CDs.
Yeah, CDSM.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
Do you think Hinckley needs that?
There is a BDSM shop in Hinckley actually.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
They already exist.
Oh,
Against all odds.
we've got competition, man.
Well, I
Where
don't
is
think
this
so.
shop?
Oh, it's quite well hidden because
Mm.
I found it on the internet because I was, looking
Is it
for
called like Kinkley? Or something?
things. No,
Amazing.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's like, I don't know, it's hidden behind like a little alleyway
No, yeah.
thing, which it does look a little bit seedy. We should
There's
go.
one in Burbage
Like,
called
check out.
Boobage.
We could open up a coffee shop next door if you really wanted.
Mm.
Coffee.
It'll be dark roasts.
No. What if I told you about dog
Oh wait, sorry.
roasts of darkness?
Yeah, you got to call it that. Yeah.
Rose's roast.
No, that sounds a bit too much like.
Spit roasting.
Yeah.
I'm not overly keen on that idea. Not for work purposes anyway. And with that, I shall leave you. If I can get out the fucking door.
So,
Where did that come from?
Did you do a poo?
No, the chair just shit a screw.
Oh.
It's a pretty fucking hefty screw as well. Look at that shit.
I like a hefty screw.
Oh, I know.
you know, if this business analysis book, obviously, if you cover it up so it says business anal,
Yeah.
it says 3rd edition, it could be 3rd edition.
Bus anal?
Bus anal. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
On the park and ride. Pork and ride.
That's not how we got that pregnant girl on the bus. She was quite hot though. I was thinking about getting her pregnant for some time.
Some bastard got there first.
Yeah.